Hi Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings. Tarot reading from the heart. I hope you guys all had a really good Christmas. And a good New Year. So we're going to do your reading now for the first 2 weeks. We're doing January 1st to the 15th and what's coming in for you guys. And this is just a general reading. You got your love reading coming up alongside this. So Universe Spirit, show me Scorpio. Show me Scorpio. What do you see coming in for a general reading, please? Just a general reading for Scorpio, January 1st to the 15th. What's happening around Scorpio, Sun, and Rising signs? Scorpio, Sun, and Rising signs. Scorpio, Sun, and Rising signs between January the 1st and the 15th of 2018. Show me. Alright, so we've shuffled the cards, Scorpio. We're going to split the deck into 3, collect it back up like so. And let's just lay down the first lot of cards. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. A lot of cards. So just give me a moment to survey the energies around the cards. Firstly, Scorpio, you guys are the moon in the reverse. So the moon in the reverse can mean two things. It either means that you've got some great insight into a situation, so there's a great deal of intuition, there's a great deal of knowledge, clarity, perhaps. Maybe you're finding something out here. I think that you've got great clarity coming in. This is you guys, great clarity. The moon in the upright means anxiety, fear, lack of knowledge, secrecy, only being able to see something to a certain degree with the moon in the upright. But here it shows more openness, being able to see something more clearly. And I think this is you guys here. Sometimes the moon in the reverse can also, though, mean deep paranoia as well in a situation. I think it might be twofold. You might be feeling deeply troubled with this moon in the reverse. It might be over something that you already know, though, because the moon in the reverse also means to have a clearer insight. It doesn't mean the insight is particularly good, and sometimes it doesn't mean it's particularly bad. It's just a neutral thing for me when the moon is in the reverse. In the upright, this is usually negative. In the reverse, in terms of I feel anxious, I feel worried, I feel nervous. Usually this is, sometimes it's, you don't even know what you're worried about. Sometimes this is kind of, it's like the Nine of Swords. Sometimes this is an illusion, because it's a card about illusions. But in the reverse, this is, something becomes clearer to you. And it might be something that's become quite clear to you, Scorpio, that makes you feel deeply paranoid with that moon in the reverse. But we'll have to see with the clarifying card. What's the issue is, or the root of everything for you guys in the first 2 weeks of January, Scorpio, is the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So this could be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Usually Knight of Wands is Sagittarius dude, though. It could be somebody who's... they don't tend to stick around for long. Knight of Wands in the upright doesn't stick around often either. Sometimes he does. Sometimes he goes into a situation with all of the enthusiasm and all of the... you know, and all of the swag and all of the excitement. You know, he's a very excitable character, is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands can also be about a move as well. That's in the upright. But in the reverse, this person usually tends to be somebody who could be a little bit bipolar. They tend to do one thing one moment and then do something else the next. So there's an inconsistency here, and it might be what's starting everything is that there seems to be an inconsistency going on in your foundation with that Knight of Wands reverse. This can also be somebody who puts the brake on a situation, so they tend to put things at a full stop. They tend not to be as enthusiastic or excitable as they were before. But I think that in the recent past, you've got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So for some of you Scorpios, you might have found it very difficult to walk away or to release yourselves emotionally. The Eight of Cups in the reverse means to be stuck in a period of limbo, not knowing whether you should stay or go. And I think that in the recent past, you guys have thought to yourself, because of this situation with the Knight of Wands, what's starting everything in the foundation, why all of this is happening, is because I think there is a certain amount of inconsistency going on with this Knight of Wands in the reverse. Whether this is a person or whether it's a situation, I'm seeing inconsistency. I'm seeing one moment something seems fine, the next it seems to have just ground to a complete and, you know, utter standstill. And I feel that in the recent past you guys have been trying to work out whether you should stay or go with this Eight of Cups reverse, because your challenge is the Page of Cups in the reverse. So some of you guys, it might be that what you're challenged by is that you're not receiving information with that Page of Cups in the reverse. It might be that this has been somewhat of a rejection. What's challenging you is it might be that somebody is rejecting you, or somebody is not, you're not receiving the news or the good news that you've been waiting for with this Page of Cups in the reverse. Or it might be that you're feeling rejected, or it might be that this is a person. If it's a person, it will be the Knight of Wands, I feel, in the reverse. Especially if somebody's inconsistent with you with the Knight of Wands in the reverse, it might be that your challenge is that this person seems to be emotionally distant, or emotionally unavailable, or emotionally cut off with that Page of Cups in the reverse. Other than that, this could be that with this Page of Cups in the reverse, that you've received bad news, or you've not received the type of news that you've wanted with this Page of Cups in the reverse. But as a result of that, I feel that you guys, the energies around you, will be to continue working towards putting effort in with this Eight of Cups in the reverse, in the upright, into whatever this situation is. Because we know that Scorpios don't give up without a fight. We'll continue to work and work and work on a situation, hoping that it's going to bring us results. But I think that you'll continuously work towards something here, whether this is a person, whether it's a situation, you'll continue working in it and working towards getting that required goal or outcome. But the most likely outcome will be the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. That this doesn't have the potential for longevity. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is where you don't commit to a long-term goal, or it's a short-lived thing. So you might start a project or a venture, but it won't go anywhere, or something comes to a standstill. So I feel that, you know, if we look at the root energy, the Knight of Wands, inconsistency, standstill, brakes being put on the situation. And as a result of that, the energies around you guys, or what you're focusing on, is to continue working through it, the situation anyway, with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, in the upright. I feel that the most likely outcome will be the Knight of Wands, Pentacles in the reverse. This doesn't have the potential. If you're working through something because you're hoping for an offer, the offer, I believe, won't come with this Knight of Pentacles being in the reverse. The proposal that you're looking for won't come. I feel that if this is anything else, in January, inconsistency in your foundation, literally things coming to a standstill, still wanting to work through those energies with the Eight of Coins, hoping for a better outcome. The most likely outcome will be the Knight of Pentacles, where you guys might even choose to stop this situation yourselves with that Knight of Pentacles, because the Knight of Pentacles reverse means things grounding to a complete and utter standstill. Because in the recent past, you guys have been in limbo as whether to stay or go in a situation, and your challenge might be communication, not coming in, Page of Cups in the reverse, or somebody who seems to be blocking you out or even abandoning you with this Page of Cups in the reverse. And as a result of that, what you'll experience in the immediate future, in January 2018, in the first 2 weeks, is the Three of Wands in the reverse. If this is news that you're waiting for, it won't come to you, I don't believe, Scorpio, because you've got Three of Wands reverse. Three of Wands reverse in the upright means to wait, and it means to wait for something to come to you that you've put time and effort in. And we can see around you is the Eight of Coins, where you are still working on whatever this venture is, whether it's working on a person, whether it's working on a venture with that Eight of Coins, whether it's working towards a goal with this Eight of Coins. As a result of that card, we see in the immediate future that you possibly won't be getting the results that you want. Three of Wands in the reverse means not to gain the results that you want. It means not to get the news that you want. It means not to gain the friends or the connections that you want with that Three of Wands in the reverse. It means delayed news or news not coming at all. So I believe that something here is either delayed or it's not going to come to you at all. What you'll experience coming in is the Ace of Coins in the reverse as well. So influence is coming in. If this is a business venture, a money venture, work. I believe that there will be financial loss for some of you guys with the Ace of Coins in the reverse, because it's coming off the back of the Three of Wands. So this might be a lost opportunity with this Ace of Coins in the reverse. You're losing something with the Ace of Coins in the reverse, or this is something that is short-lived. Alright, so it might be that this is just a temporary measure with this Ace of Coins in the reverse, actually. We do see a delay coming in for you guys, Three of Wands reversed, Scorpio. So this might be about not hearing news, or something not manifesting that you've been waiting for in the short term. And it might be that the Ace of Coins in the reverse is saying, well, this might just be a short-lived thing right now. It might be that something right now is not ready to manifest. It's not ready to open up with that Ace of Coins in the reverse. Because your hopes are the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is to have a resolution to a situation. I think that you're hoping for some form of news or resolution to happen in this situation. And the outcome, I feel, shows, which is good, is the King of Pentacles. So I'm seeing an improvement, a vast improvement coming in the overall outcome. I am seeing delays here. And I'm seeing that you guys have thought to yourself, should I stay or should I go? Because I'm not getting the news or the communication or the proposals that I thought I'd be getting with that Page of Cups being reversed as your challenge. But as a result of that, that seems to push you further with the Eight of Cups to move further, to still work towards this outcome, this goal, no matter what is not manifesting right now in the first 2 weeks of January 2018, Scorpio. I feel that you'll still be working through those energies because you still want a good result. But the most likely outcome is that things will have to come to a standstill, Knight of Pentacles. It might be that you're working towards nothing with this Knight of Pentacles as the reversal card, as the most likely outcome. Because in the immediate future, I'm seeing delays in terms of news, or delays in terms of things coming in that you've been wanting and wishing for and waiting for with the Three of Wands in the reverse. But I do feel that the influence is coming in is that this is a temporary measure. This is a temporary delay, I feel, with that Ace of Coins in the reverse. Because the overall outcome from that is the King of Pentacles, where I'm seeing a huge improvement with that King of Pentacles. Especially financially, I feel. Let's get some clarifiers on these areas. Why is Scorpio the moon reversed in the first 2 weeks of January 2018? Why is Scorpio the moon reversed? Well, I feel that you've got deep insight with the moon in the reverse. There's two ways I could look at this. And I could say that maybe with the moon card showing here, there is a deep insight that Scorpio has, that they are, with the Strength card in the reverse, this means to have a lack of faith. This means to feel overwhelmed or overpowered. It means to feel a loss of control over a situation within your life. So I think that there is a deep insight that for some of you guys, you might feel a sense of powerlessness, I feel, with this Strength card reverse in a situation in the first 2 weeks of January 2018. Because in your foundation, we have this Knight of Wands reversed. And why is the Knight of Wands reversed in Scorpio's foundation? Why is the Knight of Wands reversed in Scorpio's foundation, show me? Well, I think that this is in terms of news, communication. So I feel that there has been a break on possibly new projects, new things picking up, new energy with the Eight of Wands. I feel that the Knight of Wands in the reverse is saying that there has been almost like a standstill or a break or something in terms of the Eight of Wands communication. It might have come to a halt with that Knight of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so I feel that both cards are fire energy as well. So they both, in the upright, they both talk about things raging, things coming towards us. When you get the Knight of Wands, it's coming towards you. So if you were to say, if you ran a shop, for example, and you were to do a reading and say, will I get any sales in the shop today? And you got something like the Ace of Coins in the reverse and the Knight of Wands, it would basically say, well, there are no sales, Ace of Coins reversed, coming in, Knight of Wands. Okay, so Knight of Wands reversed, this is talking about in your foundation, something that has come to a halt, a standstill. It might be that there is inconsistency in terms of communication with that Eight of Wands in the upright. So I think in your foundation, you're dealing with a break, a standstill, an inconsistency in terms of either new projects coming in, news coming in, communication coming in with the Eight of Wands, changes coming in with the Eight of Wands. I feel that there's been a standstill, inconsistency. I think that you can't trust the energies right now in your foundation for whatever it is that you're looking to manifest. And as a result of that, in the past, you felt the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Why the Eight of Cups in the reverse for Scorpio in the past? Why the Eight of Cups in the reverse for Scorpio in the past? Well, I feel that you have felt in the past a little bit in limbo with that Eight of Cups in the reverse. You've not known whether to stay or go from this situation. And it's because of the Fool energy. So I think that you've been quite emotionally, I think that you've been on an emotional roller coaster, Scorpio, with that Eight of Cups in the reverse, as to whether you should put the brakes on this situation with the Fool, whether you should be cautious perhaps of moving forward with this Fool energy, just taking a leap of faith. Because your challenge is the Page of Cups reversed. And why is Scorpio's challenge the Page of Cups reversed? Why is Scorpio's challenge the Page of Cups reversed? Well, I feel that this is either a rejection with that Page of Cups reversed, or bad news, or delayed news with the Page of Cups reversed that's bringing in a sense of instability, unhappiness. It could be even family disruption with that Page of Cups, Ten of Cups in the reverse, within your family, within your immediate family, or within your friendships. I feel it's rejection, or it's some form of lack of communication that is bringing in unhappiness and emotional discontentment within your family, within your environment. I think this is your challenge at the moment. But as a result of that, you guys have been working hard. Eight of Pentacles in the upright. And why is Scorpio, the energies around Scorpio in January 2018, the Eight of Pentacles? Why is the energies around Scorpio, the Eight of Pentacles? Show me. Well, I think that you can see a clear path. I think you've made a decision. And I think that with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, so the energies around you are, you're going to still keep on going. You're going to still continue to work hard, to apply focus and tenacity and belief with the Eight of Pentacles there. Because I think that you've got a clear and present dream that you want to achieve with the Seven of Cups energy. So I feel that you're not confused about where you want to go within this situation. It's the energies around you that are very confusing. And they're impacting on what you're doing, Scorpio. But you're not confused. It's the energies around you that are trying to confuse you as to what you should do. But I think that you do have a very clear and present plan of action here with these two cards. And it's something that you're continuing to work towards. You're under no illusions with that Seven of Cups in the reverse. You know how much hard work this is going to take, because you're under no illusions with the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So therefore, you want to continue working hard, no matter what the stalemate is, or the stagnation, or the hold-up is in your life in the first 2 weeks of January 2018. The most likely outcome will be the Knight of Coins in the reverse. Why is the most likely outcome the Knight of Coins in the reverse for Scorpio? Okay. I think for some of you guys, the most likely outcome will be that you'll have to put your dreams on hold with that Knight of Pentacles in the reverse if you want to survive with the Four of Cups in the reverse. Four of Cups in the reverse means to give up on a situation. It could be a lost opportunity. It might be that you finally say to yourself, maybe I should stop contemplating this thing and transition into something else. Start afresh. And some of you guys, it might be the most likely outcome at this present moment from what's happening is that you choose with the Knight of Pentacles not to move forward anymore. Even though you know what you want, you might choose with the Knight of Pentacles to put things at a little bit of a standstill with that Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Because with the Four of Cups in the reverse, you need to transition, for some of you, into something else. For some of you guys, the most likely outcome is that you're going to be overly cautious. So you're putting the hard work in, Eight of Pentacles, sorry, in the centre of the reading. Because you've got a clear and present idea of where you want to go with that Seven of Cups in the reverse. You're under no illusions, and you know that this thing, whatever it is that you're working towards, Scorpio, is going to take a lot of hard work and tenacity. But the most likely outcome will be that you'll be overly cautious. With the Knight of Pentacles reversed, it might be that you reduce the amount of work that you're putting into this thing. Because it could be with the Four of Cups in the reverse that you're simply not getting the offers, or you're not getting the type of thing or the type of work, or you're not getting the type of rewards that you want. So you're looking to transition and maybe look at other opportunities with the Four of Cups in the reverse. Coming in, you'll experience the Three of Wands reverse, Scorpio. And why will Scorpio experience the Three of Wands in the reverse coming in? Show me. Ten of Wands. Well, I feel that what this is saying is that the lack of manifestation, delays that you guys might be experiencing, and this could be in something creative, a business venture with that Three of Wands in the reverse. It could be around other people that there are delays. I think it's going to bring a lot of struggle with that Ten of Wands in the reverse. I think if you're waiting for news from someone, it might not come, because maybe this person's struggling with the Ten of Wands in the reverse. You can read it two ways. I've asked why the Three of Wands. It's because of the Ten of Wands. Okay, so it might be for some of you guys that you will choose not to move forward with this Three of Wands in the reverse, because you've got too many responsibilities to be hanging around trying to make something work. For some of you, it might be that you're not receiving news back, or there's delays in having a new venture start up with that Three of Wands in the reverse. Because it might be somebody else is struggling with something with the Ten of Wands. And it could simply be that you are experiencing delays which are bringing in a lot of struggles, whatever those struggles might be. It might be financial. It might be struggles in terms of the bills, or whatever it is that you're struggling with, Scorpio. But I'm seeing struggles here in your immediate future in the first 2 weeks of January 2018. Influences coming in will be the Ace of Coins reversed. Why is the Ace of Coins an influence coming in for Scorpio? Why is the Ace of Coins an influence coming in the reverse? Well, I'm seeing, if you're waiting for money to come through from an individual, for example, you've got the Three of Cups in the reverse. So it might be that you're not receiving a payout, or you're not receiving some form of reward, financial reward, with that Ace of Cups in the reverse. It might be because there's a disagreement with other parties, with other people. It might be with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, if this is to do with a job that you've gone for, a proposal. It might be that you don't receive that with the Ace of Coins in the reverse, because there seems to be a lack of agreement here. I don't think you've fallen out with anybody as such. I'm just seeing that people aren't on the same page as you. Alright, you've found it difficult maybe to find an audience with something that you're doing here, Scorpio, in this reading. But Three of Cups is lack of agreement. Sometimes this is falling out with others. Maybe this is sometimes people not seeing things your way. Sometimes the Three of Cups in the reverse is a lack of partnership. Your hopes would be for the Four of Swords in the upright. Why is the Four of Swords the hope for Scorpio in the upright? Show me. Well, it might be that some of you guys are hoping for a resolution on this situation. It could be when somebody releases something to you. Four of Coins reverse shows when somebody's releasing funds. Okay, in the upright, somebody's holding on to what they've got, their possessions. But this person releases the funds. For some of you guys, it could be that you're hoping for a resolution, so you're able to have to go out and be free with what you have, with your possessions. Because I'm seeing a hold up here, and it might be a financial thing going on for Scorpio here. It looks to be some form of a venture or a project that's not going. It's not going anywhere. It's not happening. And you seem to be still continuously working towards it, because you do have of you. You do have a vision. I would say that you've got a vision, a very clear vision with this Seven of Cups in the reverse. And you're working towards that. Some of you guys, the energies will be working towards, with this Seven of Cups in the reverse, taking down the illusion, something that you've built up. And it might be as a result of that, you've decided with the Knight of Pentacles reverse as the most likely outcome, you're not going to move forward with this new venture, with this goal. Because there's no opportunity in it with the Four of Cups in the reverse. I do feel that your hopes would be for resolution, though, with that Four of Swords. So that perhaps you could go out and be free. And do something different with this Four of Coins in the reverse. I often see the Four of Coins in the upright being the gilded cage as well. The outcome shows the King of Pentacles. Why is the outcome the King of Pentacles for Scorpio between January 1st and 15th? Why is the outcome the King of Pentacles for Scorpio between January the 1st and 15th? Show me. Well, I'm seeing that there's going to be some news or something will be initiated here. I'm seeing improvements. This Knight of King of Pentacles, sorry. I'm seeing financial improvements or improvements overall. As I'm seeing an initiation here with a Page of Swords. Ideas are being initiated. Maybe in a couple of directions with that Two of Swords. Two of Swords is two directions. So you're initiating different directions or finding a way out of this situation, I feel, with those outcomes. Let's go through this reading again for January, the first 2 weeks, Scorpio. You guys you've gained a great deal of insight, I feel, with the Moon in the reverse, that you feel with this Strength card in the reverse, a lack of control in terms of a situation within your life. You're feeling a sense of feeling overwhelmed. And I think that you're very, very clear about that, because the reason that everything is happening is because there seems to be a break or some form of stop or stagnancy with this Knight of Wands in terms of new projects maybe being started up or news coming in, communication. And around that, in the past, I feel that you guys have been in limbo as to whether, with this Fool in the reverse, to put the kibosh or to be a little bit cautious with moving forward with whatever this venture is, Scorpio. Because your challenge is this Page of Cups. I think that you haven't received, you might have received no news, or you may not have received a lot of good news, or there might not have been some form of proposal that's come in. And I think that this has made you feel very unhappy, very unstable emotionally with that Ten of Cups in the reverse. But as a result of that, I feel that you guys are working towards, the energies around you will be working towards finding some form of truth, finding some form of clarity with that Seven of Cups in the reverse as to which way you need to go. And the most likely outcome from that will be that some of you guys will bring a situation to a standstill, I feel, with the Knight of Coins in the reverse here, because you see no opportunity in this venture you would like to get started, Scorpio. Things aren't going well. I mean, if I were to look at the bottom of the reading, I can see there seems to be a pause. Knight of Wands in the reverse is also pause. So there seems to have been a pause on messages, communication, new ventures, new projects starting up. And as a result of that, you guys are working towards finding a way that you can actually get things revved up again within the first 2 weeks of January 2018. But the most likely outcome will be you'll put a stop, Knight of Coins in the reverse, towards this venture. So this venture will come to a standstill. I think it's at your own hands, Scorpio, because you see no opportunity in this situation, and you'll look to transition from it, for some of you guys, with that Four of Coins showing reverse, Four of Cups showing reverse, because in the recent past you guys have been in limbo as to whether you should stay or go, because you're being very cautious with the Fool energy. you're also paying great attention to what's going on with the Fool in the reverse here. So you're using your head over your heart. And that's because your challenge is you've not been receiving the type of messages or communication that you want to receive with the Page of Cups in the reverse. And it's been making you feel very unbalanced emotionally. It's possibly been making you feel very unbalanced and discontented at home, that type of thing with the Ten of Cups. And the most likely outcome for the immediate future coming in will be that this lack of manifestation, this delay in the type of news, communication, the venture that you've been starting up, this lack of movement with the Three of Wands in the reverse will bring a great deal of struggle to you. And I think that you guys are realising that maybe there's something you need to be doing differently now, because something doesn't seem to be changing and it doesn't seem to be moving in the first 2 weeks of January 2018, sorry. Coming in, the influences will be the Ace of Coins in the reverse. So I see this as loss. It could be financial loss for some of you guys with the Ace of Coins in the reverse. It might be that a venture that you're looking towards, the seeds that you have planted are not manifesting what you'll experience still. I'm seeing a real stagnant energy showing up for some of you Scorpios here with this Ace of Coins in the reverse. It seems to be, it's either to do with people not recognising what you do with that Three of Cups in the reverse, lack of agreement with the Three of Cups in the reverse. It could also be that maybe this loss of finance or loss of business for some of you with the Ace of Coins in the reverse, or a seed that you've planted not manifesting might bring a great deal of, or a lack of joy with the Three of Cups in the reverse. And your hopes would be that this situation would finally be resolved with the Four of Swords in the upright, so that you can be free to pursue life in the way that you want to pursue it, so that you don't have to be so cautious and careful maybe with the funds or resources that you have, Scorpio, with that Four of Coins reversed. The outcome shows, I feel that there will be an improvement. It might be that there is a person around you, a King of Pentacles, who communicates a message to you. It could be they're communicating two opportunities that they have for you, a couple of opportunities. It might be there's a person around you who's communicating, Page of Swords, an opportunity with that Page of Swords here, in which you will be in two minds. It might be that there is an improvement here that comes through you initiating through the mind, or possibly starting with this Page of Swords, starting to initiate or act on maybe even a couple of opportunities here with the Two of Swords showing here, Scorpio. So I feel that things will turn around within the first 2 weeks of January 2018. I am seeing some stagnancy showing here. I've got to be honest, I can't lie. I do feel that there's some stagnancy happening. It's either around a business venture, a work venture. We're going to do Love in Your Gypsy Tarot, so this isn't a love reading. If I feel that something is clearly love, I'll read it as love. But I don't think it's love for you guys. I just feel that there seems to be, you come to a standstill in the first 2 weeks of January 2018, and it's going to make you really reassess where you need to be and what you need to be doing. I think somebody might come and communicate with you an opportunity, okay? Possibly for you to go in another direction, or to consider maybe 2 other opportunities. Or it might be there are improvements as you start to initiate on maybe a couple of ideas that you've got here, because Swords are ideas cards as well. Page of Swords is to initiate, and the Two of Swords can be like 2 ideas. So you might be looking to initiate a couple of ideas that could actually turn things around for you. But I am seeing stagnancy. But don't give up, because everything is solvable. I'm seeing something that can be solved here in the first 2 weeks of January, Scorpio. But the main thing I think with this reading is not to give up, and not to allow things to really make you feel down, or make you feel despondent, or make you feel doubtful. Because I'm seeing some of you guys possibly wanting to give up because something doesn't seem to be going in your favour in the first 2 weeks of January 2018, Scorpio. But things will change by the end of the first 2 weeks. Okay, that's your reading. I don't have an angel card for you guys, sorry. It's at my own home. I'm recording for my sisters at the moment. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care.